Myrna, good morning. It's so cold and cloudy today. Very refreshing. Good to see you too. How are you doing? Look at this. Onions are growing here. Trees have almost lost their leaves. Some are looking very nice. Oh, look at that. That's a little persimmon tree. There's so many of the persimmons there. Here is cold. Yeah, it's winter time. And we've waiting for it since ferocious summer because it's been so hot. It actually feels nice now when it's cold and cloudy finally. Look at these things. Oh, oh. They're ripening. But I don't know what they are. Maybe they are already ripened. When is the harvest? Who knows? But these things look so bombastic. I think all the spiders are gone. Nothing can terrorize us anymore. Let's see. Last time this bridge was closed. What did they make here? Did they install something? Is this? No, that was here already. Oh, this closed. Cannot enter. What does it say? The first thing is ground. Toshakudzure arimasu. Landslide. Something else. Oh, you're right. Over there is a mini landslide. Oh my gosh, the pond was about to escape. And they haven't fixed it yet. Yeah, it's closed because, you know, this part can collapse anytime. And we have a breach of water coming through. And it's a sinkhole. Jeez. It's a huge sinkhole going somewhere. It is gonna be even worse, you know, when... Oh, so here the water is completely not flowing anymore. It's flowing into a sinkhole where we shouldn't stand here because we can be swallowed. It's, you know, like if the... oh, this is actually closed here. If the river goes down into the different part, it will dig a tunnel underground until it escapes somewhere. And after that, the ground can collapse after some time. Very, very common in the mountains. There's a sinkhole here. Needs to be fixed, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work. So the bridge is here. And the sinkhole is under here. Yeah, but Japan is pretty good about these things. If you go to mountains, they have amazing water systems to make sure the water doesn't wash away the road I've seen on some pictures that, like here was river and here was sidewalk and here was slope. So water came down this way, washed underneath the sidewalk, and then it finds some way into the river through like this supporting wall here. So eventually like the whole sidewalk collapsed like all the way down, and it was just water here, river here, and this barrier where if you had to hike you had to like jump on the barrier and walk like a crab. Terrific. Terrific. Here the water is flowing well. Maybe we should fix the barrier. Due to the strong wind, maybe this has collapsed. Oh my god. It's not broken, but there. All good. People's lives are saved, insured. Here's the watermill. Wheel is turning. It's great and fresh. So I think the level of this pond went down because the water is leaking. It's gonna take some clever minds to fix it. Maybe they have to build a little dam to fix that thing. Or maybe city will have to come, and city is slow. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, it's very frosty and cold. 5 degrees Celsius. If it got any colder, it would probably snow. Who knows what the winter will be this year? Summer was the hottest. Oh, look at this, the remnants of the autumn grasses. Remnants of the autumn grasses. Some people are allergic to this. So you sneeze in the autumn and you sneeze in the spring. See the seeds. And here are hydrangeas getting ready for 6 months from now, I guess. Spring. Gregory, good morning, welcome. It's chilly, but we are walking. I'm back from the wilderness, recovering. That's how people get sick. Yeah, people get sick because they catch something from other people. If you don't see anybody else, you pretty much stay healthy indefinitely. It looks so different here. We should clean this bottom here. It's kind of looking sad. I had so much fun. It was scary. It was the most wildest adventure I've ever been. I decided to go on this expedition to see the most remote waterfall in Kanagawa Prefecture. It took like 4 or 5 hours to reach there. I got lost, I think twice. And I scratched my finger because I fell down. But thank goodness there were no bears. This is like the area where there's bears and wild animals, and there's lots of destruction from typhoon, I think 4 years ago. The complete Ragnarok happened. No compass, oh, GPS and maps. There was, no trail. Sometimes, the trail was marked with a telltale, but when the cataclysm came and lots of landslides occurred, the trail got erased, wiped out. There was not even a walking path. So sometimes, I had to walk on this river from one side to another, and then on both sides you had, it was a canyon. So you had to like hop around and find ways to cross the river, but sometimes there were almost no ways to cross it. It was just, I almost fell into the water. I got splashed by water though. No other people, nobody. It's so remote, nobody goes there. It's like the most secluded place ever. There's not even cellular reception. That's that crazy. Chestnuts. But it was so crazy. Trail, lost trail, found trail, lost trail. And then walking on the side of the mountain with a path of maybe 20 centimeters. And then things got really, really scary because, look at this, it's a duck. Because these paths, you know how water comes down and digs the path away and you have nothing left to walk on? You found a lonely place and no, it's not overcrowded at all. It's just, remote area where nobody goes. Look at that, that one bit the other duck here. Behave, ducks, it's me, nice guy the scoper. I bring order and discipline. They are like camouflaged among the leaves. So, like water comes down like here and takes away your path. Your path is like these two boards here. So sometimes there's just like one broken board and one board left. There's a little rope hanged here, and under you is like 20 meters down to the river, and you're like walking like, oh my God, is it gonna break? Oh no, hold the line here. So it was so intense. And so there were some of these bridges that were still there, and some were collapsed, but they kind of collapsed into like, like in the middle, in a V way. So they wedged themselves in between that space where they stand. And then you kind of have to hold the rocks and walk around. And you hold the rope, from the side here, and maybe there is a rope here, you hold the rope, but the rope is loose, kind of. And you try to like go down into that hole where that thing is wedged in, but you don't really want to put your weight in it. But what if, you get swallowed by it and fall down into like the ravine downstairs? So sometimes it was possible to, take a big step and step over that thing. But sometimes you had to like put your leg down there, hold the rope, so in case you fall, you don't fall, and then climb back up. And then there was something incredible. There was something so incredible. It was almost like, let's go home. So there was a rock here, and then nothing down, like just like you know stones, river flowing 25 meters down, and there was one log tree like this, one very thin, like this about this thickness. And that tree is about maybe 6-7 meters long, like one thin tree over the whole thing. And you think like, how are you gonna cross it? And tree can be slippery because it's fresh tree anyway. But it had some nails put into it, so you get some friction. And here was nothing. Here, of course, was this ravine and the river down 25 meters down there. And here was a netting of ropes, guys. Netting of ropes. You hold the rope like this. You tilt, so you put force on the rope, which is kind of like moving like this, and try to walk over the thin tree without bark. And like if you go here and look, I didn't look down because it was too crazy. It was just like going like 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. And when you get to the middle, like my God, if you slip, you're gonna hang on the rope. If you don't slip, you can just fall down. I mean, all your things are gonna fall probably if you don't fall. Like hat and everything you're carrying. And it was so scary. My God. And going there and coming back, this was like the worst nightmare you've ever seen. Like, and going back, this log was at the angle like this, and then there was a little bit like it was upward angle, and then here is the ravine. The log sticks out maybe 30 centimeters here. And then it looks like, if you put too much pressure this way, it might slip and fall. Yeah, the winter is here. Winter. I'm just reliving my scary experiences from going into the wilderness a few days ago. It was just so scary, my God. But after that, it was like going into the canyon on the ropes down and finding the crossings across the river. And I got lost there completely because the cataclysmic destruction of the environment by landslides have completely redone the river and any trail that was there. And the great waterfall, yeah, I was walking there almost at the end. I'm checking the coordinates. Where is this thing? It's this little thing here that's dripping down. It's dried out. And finally I found it. It's this majestic 50-meter waterfall. Absolutely gorgeous, like hiding in the wild trees that lost their leaves. Was there evidence of other hikers? No. This is so remote that people don't decide to hike there. And the road was destroyed to get there. And most of the trail was destroyed too. So it's only for the advanced. I would say it's not a tourist trail. So you would have to like know where you're going Very crazy. Oh, very crazy. But it was so nice. And I climbed to the top of that waterfall, but I didn't go into that where it's where the first part hits down into the main pool because I just didn't feel like it. It was like climbing the ropes, and it was really difficult. Like you only have the rope and there's nothing. If I almost slipped once and I held the rope and that this rescued me from falling. The fact that the waterfall is on different levels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the waterfall actually is blocked by a rock. So I now regret not going to the where the water actually falls down to see it. I was really disoriented. There was no map. I followed the kind of like a trail on the digital map. And thank goodness there were no bears. My gosh. No civilization, no nothing there. Like a scenery out of this world. There are more advanced hikers in Japan. Oh yeah. This is probably like advanced, but you know there are lots of paths and trails that are not meant for tourists, and those are really like scary and advanced. And then you have the alpine climbing. That's like the top. You've got to bring your robes and helmets and gloves. I scratched my finger. I slipped when I lost on a slope, and I dug into a rock. Yeah, but it was beautiful nature, like something you don't like. If you go to the middle of Rocky Mountains somewhere where there is nobody, that kind of nice feeling. All the colors changing on the trees and leaves, the river flowing, destruction through landslides. Very interesting, formations when a landslide happens, like different troughs being formed of stones. Are there blogs about advanced trails like this? You can find on YouTube. But if you buy a tourist map for hiking, some of these super advanced trails are marked as a dotted line. So this means the trail is almost not marked, and you have to follow maps and compasses. And you have to kind of get your intuition where you actually on the right path or not. And then, I mean, the other trails are kind of like, yeah, there's a mountain in there, but we'll never make a trail there. So I think it's just trail to access the mountains and make measurements for maybe, for people who make maps. So there's lots of remote places, and it's raining. Gee, look at that, it's raining. And you can find them on OpenStreetMaps. If you fire OpenStreetMaps, this is the volunteer alternative to Google Map. It's all offline. I think it's called Awesome Ant for Android. You can find these paths there. But who knows, maybe that path doesn't exist. So you have to have your intuition into this. She evacuated to her bodies here. Oh, there are more of these ducks. Look at that. Camouflaged I'm all flashed. Someone must write. Yeah, I'm sure there are books somewhere. There's gotta be something there. Um, but this is not like for tourists walking. I think average tourists would never come back from that. So at least meet a bear cub, just a bear spray. Oh, I don't have a bear spray even here. No, no, I don't think bear spray will help you. I mean, usually if it's a wild bear, they will run away. But if the bear is not running away, I don't think you have lots of chances of survival with or without the bear spray. Oh, it's raining, guys. It's like drizzling. Oh, beautiful colors here again. I mean, there's so many reports of people being eaten by bears. I think in Canada now and Japan. Maybe it's the climate change that makes them hungrier. Yeah. So there's lots of hiking in Japan. Alpine hiking, this kind of wild adventure hiking. I think last year, no, this year, I think I went on this trail where actually I lost the trail from the beginning and I went on the trail that was not the official trail. Like, forestry support trail where they go and have access to different parts of the mountain. And yeah. And then, when I got really high, you have these portions where there's like rock on the left, rock on the right, but there's nothing down. And you're like almost sitting on this top, trying to move forward and find like, where is the next like path step here, right? Next step of the path. And then you realize, oh, it's behind this little bush, and the area is like around you, like 3 meters around you, and you cannot figure out where to put your foot anymore. No one has been eaten by bears yet. Oh, wow, you have foxes. Nice, nice. Yeah, there are foxes here. There are these goats that look like bears. Japanese sero, I think they're called. And the bears are, of course, in those mountains. Crazy, scary. I don't want to meet one. But like the reports of people being eaten by a bear just increase and increase. But I would say, they should be sleeping by now. But you can never be sure. Look at the citrus and persimmons. Yummy. But the river being clean, like crystal, and these waterfalls, and walking in the valley, in the wild valley, trying to cross the river, trying to figure out if you go too far and you didn't cross the river, you end up being in this canyon where you cannot go any further on left or right? So you have to go back, find the crossing, and then continue and find your path. It's like if you have no brain to think, you cannot pass that. But my legs hurting so much, and bottom of my foot is like something is ripped or something. I need some like few days to recover. But I think my foot got hurt when I didn't wear warm enough shoes and I got cold. Need a vacation. Yeah, how was your Thanksgiving, guys? You guys had Thanksgiving, didn't you? You ate a lot of turkey. Did you have a good time? Too bad there's no Thanksgiving in Japan like this. I have ninja, no pain. Oh yeah, I wish I could say that. I'm now I'm almost don't feel it, but if I stop walking and sit for an hour and then stand up, it's like, oh my god, my muscles. It was fine. Wow, you guys have the best. I remember in Canada all the turkey stuffing, so tasty stuff. Very yummy. Here, there's really no turkey because there's no oven to put it in. No one has oven. Oh, for days, get me! I'm coming with my forks and plate. Did you buy like the whole bird or do you buy like portions? I know that Costco had turkey, but these things are so expensive. Like they were in the chickens, rotisserie chicken section, and they were like, wow, I'm not buying this. They've been cutting grasses here. Whole bird, oh my god. You have the right oven, you have this normal Western oven that no one has in Japan, or very few people have. Only the cooking freaks have it. The enthusiasts, culinary enthusiasts. Top of the bridge. Yummy. And you can freeze your turkey and eat every day. Sounds excellent. Mashed potatoes. School. There was a summer festival here, but I didn't come. But these guys were so loud. I don't know what was happening here, but they were drumming till like 8 p.m. or 9, or maybe 10. We have a normal oven, but we also had other people. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, normal oven, that's the thing. That's what no one has in Japan. A normal oven. They have these tiny mini ovens everywhere. I mean, only some people. Average person in Japan never uses an oven. Climbing the mountain, climbing the mountain. Oh, beautiful leaves. Look at this. So many colors. Green and red. Oh, nice plant to have for autumn. And crows are friends. And benches to chill. Oh, It's really nice to sit like in the mountains and walk or sit and see these trees being changed to different colors. A small kitchen by normal size appliances. That's very gigantic kitchen. If it's a kitchen in Japan, it's half-meter square probably. Cannot cook anything. Yeah. Yellow, brown. Someone is already hitting a ball somewhere. It was lucky day when I went hiking because it was 20 degrees Celsius at the sea level. And today is like the opposite. I think it's gonna be freezing. And it was almost too hot to walk. It was so sweaty. Like I stank so much. Thumbs up to the laundry machines. Without them, it would be terrible. Yeah, cooking. I don't know if I have power. Sometimes I get tired of just cooking and cooking and cooking and standing. People are already going, on bicycles to different events, clubs. What are these guys? They're going, maybe gonna play soccer or something. I'm across. Oh, it's drizzling a little bit. Drizzling. So are you guys ready for Christmas yet? Everything here is Christmas since last month almost. They added Christmas lights everywhere, illuminations. It's really festive, but it's just commercial, unfortunately. They're trying Black Friday, but it's, Japan doesn't have any Christmas or Black Fridays for real, so it's kind of weird. There's no Easter here either. The only holiday, it's only New Year for 2 days, I think. But look at them, they should just outdone themselves. Like there's this Star Wars robot. What is this, Olaf? Snowman? I don't remember exactly. There's a reindeer. There's a Christmas tree made out of the clock. And this one says Merry Christmas. And here it says, don't play with cables. You see the lights are here. Yeah. These are these nice roses that don't have thorns. Kind of, they smell nice for like a week or two. Then in the spring. This guy is counting something. I think he's counting the lights because this is also illuminated. All the grasses are cut for the winter. We're ready for New Year. Anyway, I'm gonna go. It's kind of drizzling. So take care, everyone. I'll save some data for tomorrow. So I'll be cooking, and I have to get my ingredients. So take care, and thanks for watching, everyone. Keep warm, keep warm. Winter's here and there. Bye, Berna. Bye, Genmea. Bye, Gregory. If you're here, bye, everyone. Scoping down.